Greetings everyone, this is just a quick tip video basically on how to build your own structures really. Now in the game obviously you've got your various buildings and you can obviously make the buildings, but you can't put a bathtub in them for some strange reason, not even in your own houses. I've tried it with the various buildings, even just laying down the footings for the building, and it still won't allow you to place a bathtub inside it. So I come up with a solution. Now, as you can see, I've got unlimited weight, various bits turned on just to make it easier to do this video. Now, the only requirement you do need is you have to have unlocked, if I can find the darn thing, the log fence. So you do have to be at 1,000 points on your building technology, but obviously you wouldn't consider doing something like this until you had a fairly well established village anyway, so you should be up around this level anyway. Now all we're going to do basically is, you obviously need a flat bit of land for a bathtub, so we go into the bathtub creation. And as you can see, this is all nice and flat round here, so we won't have any problems. Now, the easiest way I found of doing it, and again, you may have your own ways, is to build a farming plot, basically just 2 by 1. Okay, that's going to be the outline of your bathhouse, basically. And then you can come along here and you just create a few wooden fences. So the log fence, and we're going to go basically across the back here. Now obviously there is a minimum width that you can have, so we'll just come across, and if we can see how far, it's just to the left of that. Now it doesn't have to be perfect obviously, so we'll just come to there. So that's going to be one log fence, and then obviously you come down the side of the building plot, if I can find where I am, and you just create another fence. Excuse me. So we just come down here, turn ourselves around and move across, and you can use the farming plot as a guideline for roughly where you want the fences to be. And just do the same down this side. Now if you try and make the fences too long, then you get, and I'll show you, come out of that, go into my, make sure I've got my hammer with me. Yes I have, it's number 3, okay. So now you can see number 3, thank you. If you try and build the fences too long, it will place another fence post in the middle there, which, well, you don't want it basically. So I'll just do this. Okay, so we've got our basic structure up. Now, obviously there are gaps between there, but if you were building this sort of thing in those days, you wouldn't worry too much about that. You could always fill the gaps in with earth, which obviously we can't do. So now we want to go ahead and destroy our farming plot. And now we're going to put the roof on. And basically all you do is get a load of logs and we'll drop them on the ground. And I reckon 10 should be about right for this. They're going to go flying. Yeah, they've gone all over the place. Okay, so now, because they're individual logs, you can pick them up. Just move that one out of the way. And so we grab this log here, step back a bit, use your left mouse button, hold it down to rotate them, and you can get it into whatever position you want, and then release the left mouse button and we can go up in the air. And now if I get rid of that hammer, I've gone backwards not forwards. Sometimes you will catch on the fence post here, you can either jump up and over, or if you just sort of wiggle it a little bit, you can get over and you see we're now inside the building, and all you do is just place the log, yeah, just place the log there. Now you can fiddle about trying to get them 100% straight if you want. I found the easiest way actually is to just literally lift the next one in and just use that to just nudge, getting fairly central, just nudge the next one across. And if you use your left mouse button again, you can sort of spin them slightly to try and, yeah, it's going to try and jump out if we're not careful. That's the trouble, when you get a lot of things close together, they do sometimes sort of glitch and take a while to settle down. So I'll just put this one in and then I'll pause the video. What have we done with it? Come on. Pause the video and come back when I've put them all in place. Okay, so that's it with all the logs in place, and as you can see, I mean, well, there is a little bit of a gap in places, but to be perfectly honest, there's not a lot you can do about that. You could make it narrower and put planks across, but they're probably even more fiddly to try and get in place. Now, obviously, we've got an open section at the back here, which we can't really do anything about. Obviously, I haven't got it lined up 100%, so what you could do is leave that wall till last until you've got all your logs in place, and then you can obviously, well, actually we'll do that now. I've got plenty of logs on me. We'll just knock that wall out and go across here, come back on that, fences, that one, so you could probably get it as near as, damn it, I don't know if it'll, yes it will. So that obviously should give you more of a, not a watertight structure, but obviously a structure without gaps in it. I was just doing it for speed initially. So yeah, there's your bathhouse. Now there is a bit of a gap at the back there. You could put planks across that way on top of the logs, those top ones, to stop the overhang. And then obviously you just then put your bathtub in there. I would probably put a fireplace in there as well, because you obviously don't want to be freezing when you're having your bath. And also, I don't know if I've got the clay on me or not. Yes, I have. If you put a clay pot or something there, and then I would suggest something like, where are we? The wooden plate on top. Obviously you can't move the flower pot once it's put down, but you could put the plate on as like a lid for a commode. And then what I would probably do is also put that away for starters. Let's try dropping one of these, and we'll drop another wooden plate. This is plate. I mean, the plate might work. Might pay to drop a wooden bowl instead. Drop a few of these. Even drop some of these. What else can we drop? Yeah, drop a couple of linen fabrics or wool fabric. Actually, we'll drop another wicker crate as well. and I'll just sort this out and I'll come back to you. Okay, so this is sort of the finished article. Obviously you could spend a lot more time doing it how you wanted. I've put a couple of fence bits across there, so obviously you would have a bit more privacy from anybody walking past rather than it just being open. I put a standing torch there just for show sort of thing. Obviously you've got the fire, which I've moved over. Actually, I had to destroy it and build another one. Put a couple of wicker crates with some linen fabric and wool fabric on there, sort of simulate towels. Obviously fill the bathtub up with water, and I just put another little crate there with some plates, a plate and a bowl on it, and just some potion bottles, just to sort of simulate odor toilet sort of things. But yeah, I think it gives you something extra in your village. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, by all means leave a dislike. If you've got any other suggestions of how you might do it differently, please let me know in the comments below. And if you aren't subscribed and you would like to subscribe, please do, and share it amongst your friends. And we'll catch you in the next video. Bye now.